trust. I'll be your best friend, call me the one. This night just can't end. Oh, I'm so
That was the song Human from British songwriter and YouTube sensation Dodie. Her EP Human is coming out on January 18th. Thanks so much for being on the show. Now, Human is your third EP after Intertwined in 2016 and You in 2017, both very successful. What inspired you for this new EP, Human?
Is it cheesy to say just my life? I don't know. I just, yeah, I wrote songs like along the way, and like, I think I get really caught up on like what the theme of the next one will be. I'm like, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to do? And then somehow I just collected these songs, and there was just like a theme running through it of just feeling very human. And luckily one of the songs was called that anyway. So I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. And yeah, it's just funny how like everything can come together and like you've made something and you didn't even realize it.
And what do you mean by feeling human? What?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of feeling in this EP. There's just like a lot of love, a lot of loss, a lot of confusion, but also ultimately like happiness and growth. And I think that's what that means.
A lot of emotion in,
yes.
in Human. So tell us a bit about your background, because you're just 23 years old, mm-hmm. but you've been writing songs for quite some time now. How did you get started?
Yeah, I've been writing songs forever. I wouldn't say stole, but like my school kind of gifted me a keyboard that I never gave back. And then I just kind of like played around on it. And then I was such a dramatic kid that I just started writing songs as well. I desperately wanted to be in like a musical or on stage or on TV. So I started kind of like dreaming of my own worlds and like versions, and would then sing along. And then I had a music like assignment to write a song. And then I just thought I'd put it online, so I did put it on YouTube. Wow,
and so because you've really mastered the, you know, pop or indie pop folk pop tube, I guess you could say, song.
Thank you.
Did you study music, or did
mm-hmm.
you did study music?
Yes. So luckily I had like theory training because I was learning the clarinet and like studying theory alongside it as well, and then also like taking it in school because I just loved it. And so, yeah, that really helped me with the more technical side of things. But also I was just like a massive fan of it and like listened to a lot of stuff.
Well, awesome. Well, we're going to listen to a track from your upcoming EP. This is If I'm Being Honest, a beautifully filmed live session. Take a listen.
You blew me up like a big balloon far too soon. I'm left a stuttering teen. How did I get here? It's all so quick and I feel sick. Red pushing down on the green. Could you love this? Will this one be right? Well, if I'm being honest, I'm hoping it might.
Now, Dodie, you're a massive star on YouTube. You have nearly 2 million followers. How instrumental has YouTube been to your musical career?
Very, definitely very. I think it's surprised a lot of people because it's not the conventional way of like finding an audience and creating a community. But for me, it's been perfect. It's been honestly great. And I feel like it's kind of like my home. It's where I grew up and like shared my music, and yeah, it was the best place for me to put it on there.
But YouTube and streaming websites and everything, it's also really changed the industry, the music making industry. Do you think it's harder or easier to be a successful musician today?
Oh, that's a very good question. I think in some ways it's easier because there's more access to your music. There's more of an audience like online, like that can find you. But I think there is still kind of like a stigma when it comes to being online. Like maybe people don't take you seriously quite yet. But I do think that's changing because, I mean, the proof is there. Like there are so many talented people online.
And you are very prolific online. You have your YouTube channel, so Dodie, am I saying that right?
Dodie.
You have over 100 videos, so of songs that you've written, but also covers, and you often play with other musicians, often in your bedroom, it seems, sometimes even on your bed. What is the secret to making a good video?
Oh, wow. Excitement. And like, yeah, definitely like a want and a need and a vision to make it good and make it fun. I think if you're just having fun and like enjoying it, then people can see that and you can see it as well, so it just makes something good.
It definitely looks like you're having a lot of fun. I love the one where you're in a bus with
Oh, I love that one. I honestly couldn't sing right because I was just so happy. I was like trying to get my words out. At one point I just like laughed because I just have to like get it out. I'm having such a good time.
Well, you've also been very outspoken about political and social issues, LGBT issues. You came out as bisexual a couple of years ago. You've also talked a lot about politics. You've voiced your support for a people's vote on the Brexit deal. Do you think it's important for an artist, especially one who has a lot of visibility, to speak out about issues, social or political?
I think so. I think you on personal issues, I think it's important to set a boundary. Like, I've also spoken a lot about mental health, and that's kind of taught me where like my principles and also my like self-care kind of like collide. I think you have to look after yourself, but if you have a voice, like, you might as well use it if you can.
It seems like you're reaching out to a lot of people. Now, what's interesting is, as a viewer, it seems like you really do bring people into your own world, into your intimacy. It seems like you're really accessible. Is the real you, so Dorothy Clark, different from the Dodie that we see on social media?
Yeah, I'd say so. I wouldn't say that Dodie, like online, isn't me. She very much is. But there's so much more that I have learned to keep to myself, and that I just also can't share because, I don't know, it's just too personal, and like it's my private life as well. But I try and also talk about that. So I guess in a way I am kind of sharing. I'm like, I do have a section of me that you won't know about, but it's mine.
So you're setting boundaries, but in a visible way.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Now, this is your third EP, Human. Do you plan on recording a full-length album? That's kind of the conventional thing to do, is that right?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but like, obviously, absolutely, of course I am. I have so many things I want to do in my life, and recording an album is definitely one of them, so yeah.
So we can maybe expect that in the next couple of months or years?
Oh, no, months. I don't know about that, but yeah, maybe in the next few years or so.
Well, awesome. Looking forward to it. Now, in the meantime, though, we're going to take a look at some other of the music news that's making headlines. So the 22-year-old rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine, his new album, Dummy Boy, featuring Kanye West and Nicki Minaj, was supposed to come out in November, but that release has been delayed following his arrest over allegations of racketeering. The rainbow-colored hair artist, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, made a big career out of controversy, and now he's facing life in prison. As for his album, it's been leaked on the internet. In other rap news, veteran French rapper Kery James has released his 7th studio album, Je rappe encore, I'm still rapping. The 41-year-old says he wants to steer French rap away from narcissistic consumerism towards responsible poetry. His socially conscious album features songs tackling racism and Islamophobia. It's a voice for all those left behind by the system. He'll be performing at Paris's Zénith Concert Hall on December 8th. Here's a song off his album, Amal. Take a listen.
Papa étage au nettoyage, maman femme de ménage. Amel devient adulte avant l'âge. C'est une femme dans un corps d'enfant. Quand on est pauvre, on n'est pas naïf longtemps. Seul, entouré de 4 frères. Dans la misère, ça forge le caractère. C'est les années 80, l'époque est paro. Un de ses grands frères tombe dans les héros. Je te parle d'une vraie meuf de Tessie qui a plus de vécu que des rappeurs qui...
We'll have to leave you with that. But before we go, I want to thank our guest, Dodie. Thank you so much for being on the show. Your EP, Human, is coming out on January 18th. And if you're in Paris on February 11th, you can catch Dodie. She'll be performing at the Trebendo Music Hall. Now, you're going to play us out with a song from your album, well, from your EP, Human. Can't wait to listen to that. For more arts and culture news, head to our website, and you can also stay in touch on social media. Stay tuned to France 24. More news coming up right after this.
wanna pick you up and scoop you out. I want the secrets your secrets haven't found. Pay me in trust, I'll be your best friend. Call me the one, this night just can't end. Oh, will you share your soul with me? Unzip your skin and let me have a see. Pay me in trust, I'll be your best friend. Call me the one, this night just can't end. Oh, oh, I'm so human. We're just human. Lean for me and I'll fall back. You'll fit so nicely, you'll keep me intact. Pay me in trust, I'll be your best friend. Call me the one, this night just can't end. Oh,